You are welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to reproduce the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. We are told to draw the development of that figure, and also we are going to draw the complete plan of what? Of the figure. Now, if you look at the figure closely, you discover that we have this shape here. You see diameter 64, right? Meaning from this point to this point is diameter 64. So I'll take half of it. It's telling us that the plan or the shape is what? Is circular. So it is a cone, right? So what I'll do first is to draw my horizontal line this way. You can see that. And I'm going to draw my vertical line this way, right? So in doing that, this is where they are meeting, and I'll take my compass and measure half of 64 on my meter rule, which is given to be um, 32. This is 32 here, and I'll place it at this point here where they meet, and I'm going to draw this circle. This is the circle that we have here, right? So the edge of the circle, this and this, I'm going to project them upward this way and this way. You can see that. Now, at any given distance, right, I will draw a line, and this is the line here. I'll just draw a faint line first of all, right, because you realize that it is at an angle of what? Of 15 degrees. So I can use my compass and do that, because if you look at the angle from before I will do that, is the height of that figure you're seeing there is given to be 54, right? So I am going to measure 54, that is from here to here. I'll measure 54 on my meter rule this way to this point here is 54, right? And I'll project them to touch the two ends of the line this way. You can see that, to touch the two ends of the line. All good? Now, if you look closely, you see that we are told that at an height from here to here of 20 millimeter, which will be from here to here, this cone is truncated, right? The apex point is being cut off. So I'm going to measure 20 millimeter from that point, from zero here. This point to this point is 20, and I'm going to project the point to touch the side of the cone. Are we good? Now, in doing that, from those points here, that is where I will start to what? To truncate it, to cut it off. So if you place your set square this way, right, the angle of this side is what? 30. So from this point, I'm going to draw a line which I am going to thicken, right? Once I've done that, now the next thing is I would have easily drawn this, but I will not do that yet, right? But if you look at the diagram again, we're told that from this point to this point is at an angle of what? 15 degree, right? So the line I'll draw to this point here will be at an angle of what? 15 degree. So I'm going to take my protractor and I'll place it on this line this way, right? Ensure that it is well placed. And this is 0, 10, and this is what? 15 at this point here. Is from that point, I'm going to draw a line from this point here through that point I marked. I'll draw a line from this point that will move through that point. We'll have this. You can see that. Then I can easily close it up from here to here, and from here to here. You can see that. So we have replicated the diagram that you've seen at the top right corner of the screen, which we know that from this point, right, to this point here is given to be what, 15, and from this point to this point here would say that it is what, 20 millimeter, as shown on the diagram above, right? So the next thing is we want to draw the development of this figure, just like what we did here. The two difference between this and this is that this is only truncated at this point, but this, it is truncated at this point, and at an angle we now cut it again at an angle of 15 degrees. We want to draw the development of that figure, right? And we'll proceed. We move forward. You take your compass and you place it at the apex point of this cone here, and at this end here, just like you did this previous one here, and you draw it this way. You can see that? You draw it this way. That will be the circumference of what? Of the circle here. Now, I will now divide this circle into 12. In the previous video, I made use of my compass, right? Which I place it this way from the end here to this end here, right? I will mark up. I will come to this point also. I will mark up. I will come here and I'm going to mark left and right. You can see that with the same radius of the circle. So in doing that, I will now take my compass, my set square, my ruler. I will now pass this point to pass to the center to this point. I'm going to do the same thing from this point to this point, passing through the center, and I'm going to do this also from this point to this point also. I'll do the same thing. I'll come from this point to this point toward the center here. I'll do the same thing, right? Now if you look at it closely, you discover that from here will be my 0, from here will be 1, here will be 2, here will be 3, here will be 4, here will be 5, here will be 6, here will be 5 again, here will be 4, here will be 3, here will be 2, here will be 1, right? So these are the way I numbered the division. Now I'll take any of the division, either like I'll take 0 and 1 or 1 or 2, right? And I'll start placing it from here. So this will be 1, 2, 0, right? So let's see that and see. So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You can see that? Now I will now take my meter rule and draw lines from this center here to touch each of those points, like the point of 0, the point of 1, do that. You can see that. That is the next thing we'll do, just like we did in the previous video, right? Now what we're going to do now is I'll project all these points, right? From all these points you see here, I'll project all these points to touch the base of the circle here, just like I did in the previous video. And if you have not come across the previous video, at the end of the video I'm going to paste the link on the screen in which you can access the video on how to create this particular drawing here, right? So let's proceed. Now I'm going to project this upward. That's for 1, right? That is a line of what, 1, and I'm going to take it up from this point to touch here. You can see that. Now what I'll do is this. If this is 0, here also is 0, and here too is what? 0. You can see that. And I'll take my compass for 0, place it here, and I'll take it to 0 here, and I'm going to draw a line, an arc, and that's 0 this way. You can see that. So at this point, where 0 meets 0 is here, right? And where 0 again meets 0 is here. You can see that. Similarly, I'll come to the next one again. I'll do the same thing at this point. I'll do the same thing, draw another arc again, which is also 0. Where 0 meets 0 is at these 2 points here that we have here. Can you see that? So this is 0, 0. Here also is what? 0, 0. Now what I'll do again for 1, this is where 1 meets this, and where 1 meets this. So I'm going to take my instrument here, set square. I'll project it to touch the side of the cone, and I'll project this also to touch the side of the cone, right? So this is 1, and this is also what? 1. I will now take my compass, place it at the center here, apex point. I will take it to 1, right? And I'm going to draw an arc this way, right? So that 1 you see, I'll do the next one too. The next point for 1 also here. So I'm going to do this from this point here, this way, right? So let's see. This arc here and this arc here are for 1, right? So where 1 meets 1 here, this is 1, and also where 1 meets 1 here also is another 1. You can see that. So we have 1, 1 here. Now the next one again, I'll go to 2. Project the line of 2 this way. I'll come this point here, project the line of 2 to touch the baseline here, and I will rotate it towards the center. You can see that. So this is the point here. I'll call it, this is 0, this is 1, and this is 1. Then this one is what? For 2, right? Where 2 meets here, these two lines, I'll rotate it to touch the center, this point here, to touch the side, and I'll project this to touch the side. So this is what? 0.2 and what? 0.2, which I am going to what? I'm going to generate, draw an arc for 1, for 2, this way. You can see that. I'll draw an arc for 2. This is 2 up. Oh, sorry. So this is 2 up. This is 2 up here. Then I'll go to the other 2 also, which is this 2 here you see. You can see that. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Next 2 also. Right? So project the line of 2, this line here, this is the arc of 2 down here. That is 2. Then for this other 2 again, another 2 here also, that is 2. All good? Then I will move to 3. This is 3 here. The line of 3 is just going towards the center here. This is the line of 3. So this is 3 and this 3. So I'll project them to touch the center, the side of the cone, and I'll project this to touch also the side of what? The cone. So that point is 3. This point here is also what? 3. And I'll take my compass, which I am going to place at the center here, the apex point, and I'll take it to 3 here, this way, and I'm going to draw an arc for 3, and the other 3 also, I'll draw another arc for 3, this way, right? So what I'll do there is, This is 3, this is 3, right? This is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, this is 1, 2, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, right? This is 0 here. Now we're moving forward. So where the 3, this is the line of 3, where 3 meet 3 is here. This arc is for 3. Then the other 3 is here also. This arc is for 3. You can see that. Now we move forward. I'm going to do that for 4. Though I'll do the 3 here too. I'll be doing for this. So I'll come here also. Where 1 is 0, where 1 meets 1 is here also. Where 2 meet 2 is here. Where 3 meet 3 is here. 0 is here. Right? This is what we have here. 3. All together. So the same thing too. 3 meet 3 here, up and down, just like what I did here. Then 1 meets 1 up and down here. You can see that. Then the next thing is 3 here, and also what? This is the line of 3, 3 here, 3 here. Right? 2 here and 2 here. So this is what we have here too. All good? Just like what we did here. So you mark. So we'll move forward. The next one is 4. The next one is 4. I'll project the line of 4. Also, project the line of 4. Take it to touch this base of the cone and rotate it towards the center here. So where it touches these two sides, that is, I'm going to project it to touch the sides of the slope of the cone. This way, this will be 4. And also, I'll project it to touch the side of the cone. This is what? This is also 4. Right? Then I'll take my compass, which I'll project 4 here. This way is 4. I'll take the other 4 too. Project it 4 here this way. So it means that this line here is 4. This point here is 4. So where the line this 4 meets 4 is here, right? That is point 4. And where this 4 also meets 4 is also here. Also is another 4 here too. That is point 4. You get the logic? And what else again? And this is 4 too. So where the 4 here meets 4 also, this is the line of 4 also here. That is 4. You can see that. This is 4. This is 4. This is 3. This is 3. This is 2. This is 2. Right? This is 1. And this is 1. Just writing this, you don't have to put all those yourself. Now we'll move forward and we'll see how that goes. Then for 5, I'll come again. I'll move the line of 5. From this point, I'll have this. And I'm going to, from this point, I'll project it to the center. So this is where it's meeting, right? Projecting it towards the center, we're having it at this point. So I'm going to move it to touch the side of this, the cone. That will be for 5, right? And this one too, I'll move it to touch for 5 also. That'll be for 5. And I'm going to radiate it, draw a line from that point for 5. From 5 here to touch 5. And the other 5 also here to touch 5. Right? So we have this. So this will be 5. This will also be what? 5. Right? So where 5 meets 5 is the line of 5. 5 meets 5 here. And also 5 meets 5 here too. You can see that? Similarly, 5 meets 5 here too. This is also 5 here. And the next 5 too. This is 5 here too. All good? That is 5 and this is 5. Now the last but not the least is 6, right? I'll just project the line of 6, which is already there. This is what we have here, this 6. The next point is 6 here, right? So I'll just take my compass and get that point, which is 6. And I'm going to do this way. So that line there you see will be 6, right? And we have this here. So where 6 means 6 is here, and also where 6 means 6 is here. So I'm going to use my French curve and join all those points together. So in joining those points together, this is what I'll have. Let me start from the other part here. So from 0 here, I have this line here, which I'm going to connect together. What we have there, and I'll close it up, right? So this is the development of this guy you see here. Now how would the plan look like if I have to draw the plan? So there's no big deal there. We'll start from here. Let's try this and see how the plan will look like, right? If, although we're just told to look for development, but how would the plan look like? I can just from here, I have 0. This is where 0 meets at this point, right? I'm taking for this first. Let me take for this first. So 0 to this point. This is where 0 meets 0, right? We'll go to 1. This is 1 here. I'll draw it down. This is where 1. This is 1. This is 0. This is 1 here, right? Coming down. 1 meets 1, right? This one is 2. Where 2 meets 2. 2 meets 2. Then 3. To the 3 is just from the center point here to this point, right? So I'll place it at the center point. I'll mark up and down, right? That is 3. The same thing, I'll go to 4, take it down, where 4 meets 4. Then for 5, take it down, where 5 meets 5, at the line of 5, midline of 5. Then 6, where 6 meets 6, right? So in doing that, I'll use my French curve to join them together. And you need to understand something. If you want to watch this particular video that I use in showing how you can draw this, you can just click on this link at the top right corner of the screen, right? It will take you to where you can access this particular video, right? So let's proceed. Now, I'll just connect this. This you have. Now we've done for the top. Let's do it for this aspect here. Let's see what will happen. So if I should start projecting those points downward for 0 here, right? I'll take it down where 0 meets 0. This is another new point. And I'll come to the next one, which is 1, right? This is 1 here. If I bring that one down, where 1 meets 1. Then the next one is 2. I bring it down, where 2 meets 2, the line of 2. I come to the next one, 3, right? I'll just take my line from here, this point. This is 3 here. So from the center, I'll mark up for 3, I'll mark down for 3. And come to 4. This is 4 here, right? This is a line of 4 here. I'll take it down to where 4. This is 4 here, where the 4 meets 4, right? Then I'll come to 5. This is 5 here, take it down. Where 5 meets 5, right? Then 6 is there already, which is 6 here. So I'm going to join these points together. So in joining these points together, I'll be having something like this. From here, so this is all you have. Looking at it from the top, this is how the plan will look like, right? This is what we actually have, the plan of this from the top, right? So if you have actually found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.